I like walking because it makes me feel pretty connected to this community. You're not going as fast as you do when you're driving, so it really makes you slow down a little bit in this fast-paced world.
It's so nice not to have a screen in front of me. Like, we spend so much screen time these days, but just to be able to like smell the smells, feel the air, hear the birds.
We made a decision as a family to be a one-car family. And the safety of the streets here, having ridden in other cities that were not friendly at all for bikes and darn right scary, made it a breath of fresh air to just have that safety net, if you will.
The Street Trust advocates for thriving communities where you can safely walk, bike, or take transit to your destination. You know, that is the core of what we do. Everyone should support access to get to point A to point B.
Accessibility means multilingual, multicultural, multi-ethnic, multifaceted, open, easy, available.
Portland is definitely at the forefront, at least in the US, of making alternative transportation really accessible.
For example, I'm right here at the Telecom Crossing, the bridge, waiting on a bus, waiting on the MAX.
I have met people who have volunteered to me that the Bike More Challenge changed their lives, that's what it took to flip a switch for them, and they are now experiencing the joy of bike commuting. Many people just need the nudge to get out there and experience it.
I love the Bike More Challenge month. We are watching other companies and to see how they're doing. It's watching other coworkers biking. Often I find them on the trail coming to work as well. And so I like the environment. It fosters healthy commuting and healthy living.
There is like strength in numbers, and so folks who are new to commuting can join up with people that are more experienced to show them the green ways that they can take.
It's been fun just to see people who are like, I'm thinking about biking, to say, well, let's do it. Bike on in tomorrow and we'll bike back together. We also had a day where a bunch of us went and did a little bit longer ride, and we ended up doing, I think it was 14 miles. And I was like, oh, I think this is the longest ride I've ever done. But the other day when I was out biking and doing errands, I realized I'd done 17 and I hadn't even really thought about it.
We see a lot of transformations. You know, we see people pulling their bike out of the garage and dusting it off for the first time in maybe years. It can be really stressful, you know, to be commuting, and to turn commuting into something that's actually a fun activity is a huge win from a business perspective. You know, it's nothing like driving across a bridge of car traffic and just zooming by and having the wind in your hair.
My son was in elementary school, and I got involved in the walk and bike program, encouraging the kids to ride bikes and coming up with all kinds of, you know, fun things to get them and their parents out of their cars. I'm really happy that the Street Trust has programs like Walk and Roll, like the Bike More Challenge, like Safe Routes to School, because I've seen how critical they are.
We still have a lot of work to do towards expanding infrastructure, especially to what are been traditionally lower income portions of the city. I think it would be really amazing to see that infrastructure and to continue to build through organizations like the Street Trust.
It only remains accessible if we're constantly advocating. It's really important and powerful to stand behind organizations like the Street Trust that keep your rights on the forefront of everyone's mind every day.
We have an organization that wants to be the voice of the people, buses, pedestrians, all of that. Oh yeah, and bikes. How can I forget bikes? It doesn't matter, you know, how much money you have. It's about arriving at your destination safely and efficiently as possible.